guys. I realized that most of you were gone on the last day that we had training when I did my presentation on my new version for the check-in and check-out form. So I decided to make a little quick how-to video on how to do the QR codes that link to the check-in, check-out form. So I'll start from the beginning on how to make the check-in, check-out form using Google Forms. So I'm already signed in to Google here. You're going to go to these little dots right here for the Google Apps. You go to More, click on Forms. And if you haven't already created a check-in, check-out form, I'm going to do one from scratch just so you can kind of see how to do this. So I'll just title this Example Form. IRC check-in. So a pretty quick way to do this is just click on it, put your options. If you want this to just be a short answer, or if you want this to be multiple choice, you can write all the kids' names down and they can just click on it. Here I'm just going to have it so they can type it. You want to activate this little button right here so that it's required and it won't go through unless there's an answer there. You go to your next question. You can do time in, and it automatically goes into a time mode right there. So if we have a time in, we also have to do a time out. And you want to do these so that it's relatable to your site. We'll also do if you are formal or informal. Add another question, and I have the reason why they are checking in. So we can have break. Mindfulness. One-on-one or group. And like I said, make these however you think is more relatable for the kids. Academic support, and so on and so on. I'm going to do that as required. Make sure this one is turned on to required. Now the time in and time out you don't want required because you don't know which section they're going to be filling in. So leave that one on the off. Okay, so from here you want your responses to go somewhere. So then you activate the spreadsheet. You go to create new spreadsheet, hit create, and then your responses will start loading right here. Now this is the sheet that I go right here to share, and I share with my admin and my attendance secretaries. That way they know where students are at. Now to create the QR codes, what you want to do is go to these little three buttons right here where it says more, and you want to go to get pre-filled link. Once you click on that, it's going to give you your form again, but this time you're going to fill in your my example right here. Let's do SpongeBob. The time in and time out we don't want, but we do want his status. So let's say he's a formal. Now the reason why and the time we're going to leave blank, since that's what we're going to have to find out. And then you go to get link. You hit copy link, and it says copy to clipboard. What I like doing is copying this to a Word document. You do Control V, and there's your link for SpongeBob. You go back to your form, and you do this for all of your kids. So you go back. So now we're going to do another student. Say that one's a formal 2. Do the same thing, get link, copy link. Once it says copy to clipboard, Control V, and your link comes up. So you'll keep doing this with all of your students. I just want to show you with a couple of examples so you can see what it's going to look like once you go on your form. Let's say this kid is an informal. You go again, get link, copy link, Word, Control V. Now from here, what you're going to want to do is go to your responses page. All of these columns are already filled in with all your responses from your form. So go to the next blank one and go to the cell right underneath it. And what we're going to want to do is copy and paste all of these links. So just highlight all of them, Control C, Control V, and don't worry about not being able to see the whole thing. It's going to register under that cell. Now after that, you're going to go to add-ons, and I already have this QR code generator on here, but if you don't have it, you can go to get add-ons, and there's a search box. You're going to type in QR code generator, and it's just going to enable it through your form. So since I already have it, I'm going to go there, go to open. You want this to be clicked on, save as document, the draw border. This one's not necessary. The use second column is good, and shorten URL you don't really need. Okay. On the use second column, what you're going to want to do is go right there. And what this is going to do, it's going to label the name right underneath the code. So if we remember, our first student was SpongeBob. So under H, we're going to do SpongeBob. This one was Hello Kitty. And this one was Mickey Mouse. This is what it means when it says use second column. So that means it's going to use the second column to do like a header for your code. So we want to highlight both. So now it's using column G and column H. And we're going to do generate. Sometimes it takes a little while depending on your internet, but you'll see it start loading right here. There we go. So now once it loads, you can open document. And here are your new codes for each one of your clients. Now these you can scan with an iPad, with anything that's QR enabled. If you have an iPhone, you just use your regular camera off of your phone. So if you're using, like taking a picture, you'll scan that. Android phones, you can use a QR reader that's embedded into your web browser, or you can just get an app that will automatically take the picture of it. And it will upload your form. If you do it on your phone, it will upload your form that looks just like that once you take the picture. And it's already going to have the name and the status and anything else that you want it pre-filled in your form for each kid. If you have any questions, let me know. Email me or call me or text me. Thank you.